I made the same mistake. And I actually told you about this mistake and I turned around and effing did it myself. Shall I show it to you? I'm gonna show it to you right now. Stay there. This has to be the best season for fashion lovers. I know it is. Oh my god, I can't wait for the fall because you can wear boots and you can wear coats and we can wear knits more and more and more, whereas in the summer it's just like a dress and sandals and you're out the door. And it's true, this is the season where I layer up. It's the best time, but I have to not make a video without doing this, and I think I do this like almost one per season. Don't make these style mistakes. These to me are the top mistakes, the top style mistakes that I see made every single time. It's this particular season, so it's not just in general, it's this particular season. And I'm not going to go in any particular order, but I'm going to kick off actually with number one, which is, and again this is the first one that's coming to my mind, wearing the right shoes. Now you're probably thinking, what the fuck does she mean by that? Wearing the right shoes? Isn't that the right thing to do? And it's that very statement. Is that the right thing to do? When you wear the wrong shoe and juxtapose an outfit, wearing a shoe that's contradictory to the outfit, that actually looks good together. Now, this is something from stylist Alison. Oh my gosh, I can't remember the exact name. I'm going to put her name on the screen. Full credit, because she's right. She's articulated something that I was doing before without realizing, and she actually could have terminology behind it, and it's actually really interesting to wear a shoe that you wouldn't expect to wear with a certain outfit. Is it the right boot to wear? Is it the right footwear to wear? Not necessarily, but I freaking love it. Yes, so cool. And it's so me. If you want to find a way to easily inject your personality and take an outfit from being, okay, yeah, to, oh, cool, add a shoe that you would not expect to put with it. Do that this fall and you can come and thank me later. Now this one goes for the fall season. It goes for year round, but it goes especially for the fall season. No matter how perfect that piece is that you found, that coat, that jacket, if it doesn't fit you properly, you just wasted your time and your money. It's just not going to look good on you. It's not going to hang right on you. Why did you buy it? You bought it because of what? Sales goggles? Because, you know, it's coming up to that Black Friday time, so you're thinking, oh well, you know, I can get it because it's like, you know, it's half or 70% off. And the thing doesn't even look right on you because it doesn't fit you right. It's either too small for you, too short for you, it's too oversized for you. You have to tailor it. Don't just get lazy and just, oh, I can make it work and just leave it. If you want it to really work and to make your money, your hard-earned money work for something you just bought, for goodness sakes, tailor the damn thing. I remember getting a Ralph Lauren pillar box red coat, which would look insane with this, by the way. I didn't like the sleeves. In fact, the sleeves were too short, and it was always like my hand was just cut off. Brought it to a tailor. It fits the way I like things to fit, which is kind of like this. It was the best thing I ever did. Number three, and this particularly applies to the fall season. Do not get fabrics and wear fabrics and materials that are cheap looking and are cheap materials, because it's not going to keep you warm. It's not going to function. A, it's not going to look very good. And B, it's not going to function right. Okay, if you're buying like man-made, cheaply made clothes, scarves, jumpers, it's going to fall apart. It's not going to wash well, probably. And it's just not going to stand the test of time, so you can wear it year after year after year. Remember last week I told you about a cheap tool as an expensive tool? It's kind of along that same thing. Don't buy something that the material is crap. Always, every single fall. And I never used to do this before. But now I start to make sure that I always wear either cashmere, high percentage wool, and it's turned out to be the best move I've ever made. And that's why I still, to this day, partner with Lily Silk, because they have given me the best clothing that I can wear during the fall and winter time. Chili red color is chef's kiss. It's that golden ratio, 30% cashmere and 70% wool. Drop shoulder lapels with this kind of funnel neck all the way up like this. The color is everything. It's like the perfect lipstick. Oh my god, I can't get over. This is one of the best pieces, by the way, that I picked from Lily Silk, in my opinion, because the color of it is everything. I love the sleeves, the way it has like this ribbing on the cuff. It's the softest. I wish there was, what's that? Not smell-o-vision, touch-o-vision. I cannot tell you how soft this feels. It's breathable because it's natural material, and I styled it with this skirt which is merino wool, and they treat the materials in a way that it doesn't shrink in the wash either. But there's so many different ways that you could style either piece. I would easily style this with a pair of like wide-legged jeans or wide-legged trousers. Any of my midi skirts or like a faux leather skirt. You know, every year I bring up my faux leather skirts. I think you're seeing a pattern saying over the past few weeks, which is reaching out for the quality pieces. They're the ones that you'll see me resurface and start wearing over and over. They are the ones that are standing the test of time. I have pieces from Lily Silk which are at least 3 years old, no lie, and I'm still now, this fall, winter, wearing them. So, a cool, simple pair of trousers. These are 100% premium mulberry silk, which is like the queen of silk. And these trousers are beautiful. They're wide leg pleated. I just love the way this looks with the red. But I just wanted to get a pair of just very simple trousers. And you can see on the screen how they look on me. I'm 5'7" and I'm wearing a shoe that's got a little bit of a heel, so you can see exactly how they fall on me. I'm wearing them quite high-waisted though, with this really cool belt that they have. I didn't know they even had belts, but I just love that little sliver of hardware. And you can wear this obviously with like your skirts as well as this. This over like your blazers. I love the deep pockets of it. And trousers like this you can style with, I mean, you tell me, waistcoats, all of your knits you can style this with, all of your button down shirts. Wear it for work. I love the idea of just dressing them down with sneakers. Do you know what I mean? Just sneakers, a nice cozy knit, and then a coat, and then you're out the door. I just love that look. And it's nice, especially because you don't want to wear jeans all the time and you want something that's really comfortable. These are like the perfect thing to wear because it's not super, super wide, but it's not like straight. It's like right down the middle. So it's got that nice kind of look and sits so nicely on top of sneakers, which I'll show you. That's such a cool look. But I also love it paired with this jumper and just my heels. So good. And also I'll let you know the sizes of everything I got. So it doesn't gape, it goes in at the back, but you can also like shimmy it down so it sits a bit lower on your waist, so it just has a more of a slouch, relaxed feel. So it's like the perfect pair of trousers. So, oh, this is so good. Look at this grey knit. This is so effortless. They've always been consistent with their cashmeres. That's why I've owned them for so many, it's years now. They're 100% brushed cashmere. I didn't even know that even existed until now. It's like a cloud. See how soft that is. If somebody came in, Michael's very much like this. He's very much a touchy kind of person, and he's done this to me in the past. Well, he'll hug me and he'll go, oh, that feels nice. This is the kind of sweater that will do that because it's so soft. It's like a whisper. I would wear with anything, with trousers, my jeans. It's breathable because of the fabric, and it's biodegradable. So you're not buying crap that's going to just landfill forever. But I'm going to show it to you with these trousers on. Same pair as the black, but in this white. Fit is just too good. I want to do that whole winter whites look. Beautiful. Oh my God, in the spring as well, wearing these. Because I have a white waistcoat, got a white blazer. Oh my God, that whole look together is going to look insane. Have you noticed how the hardware has changed? Because the belt is a 2-for-1, it's reversible. Gold design that you saw in the front, it's now at the back. And it's just like a normal buckle right here. So you can like swivel it around and it will be that pattern, or swivel it around and it will be this buckle. God, that's so chic. Ooh, it's so chic. For like meetings, I can go out for a dinner, just switch out the shoes. Pretty blouse, like a silk blouse, something that's like a high neck. Stunning. Oh my God, such a good piece to have. I'm so glad I've got this. I have nothing like this in my wardrobe. Stunning skirt. I don't know if this is even going to come across on, I was going to say on television. This is their stunning, with pockets, sapphire blue colour. It's silk charmeuse. For the way they crafted it is it has this stunning, like pearlescent luster finish to it. It's just the most beautiful looking. Oh God, it's the colour. You know I love jewel tones. I've paired it with a pair of boots, chocolate browns. You know, blues and browns. I've told you, you can say this back to me by now. They always go well together. And that's another point about this video. You have to be able to wear for fall pieces that go together. If not, you are making a big mistake. Everything you're seeing me wearing, they work with each other, and that is one style mistake that I don't want people to continue making. What do I wear with that? You know what I mean? It's too much hard work. When I walk though, oh my God, this is amazing. Absolutely beautiful. Super rich, dark color, exactly like you're seeing it here, just with like slouchy knits in the winter. I would wear like a low heel like this because it keeps it chic, right? Like this, or a pair of sneakers. Oh, this is beautiful. Wow. Of everything I own, period, from any brand during the fall and winter, you're looking at the thing that I wear the most, and it is this polo neck from them. Cashmere turtleneck sweater, premium Mongolian cashmere. Probably, I think I have it in a size up as well because I love it that much, and it's just one of those pieces that has just, it's a base. I put this on and then I put everything else on around it, on top of it. There is nothing that this doesn't go with. I wanted this particular shrunken one to look shrunken on me because I have in mind it to wear as like the base, and then other things just layer up on top of it. But there is no words to explain about this particular base. That is a style fall mistake I don't want any of you to make, which is to not invest in that one sweater, that knit that is going to just literally carry you through this fall, let alone the next season that's coming. That is what this is to me. I just can't stress enough how much I have this has saved my outfit. So many of them every single fall, and I just always make sure, I have one. I mean, I'm just showing it now. Merino wool skirt that you saw that I have in the other color. There is nothing that this won't go with. It's black. It's a black polo neck. It's going to go with everything. The feel of it is fantastic. It's a good pair of like vintage jeans, and I'm done. Silk as well. It's the fact that, again, I'm wearing pieces that mix and match with each other. I go so far as to say that a style mistake in the fall is if you do not have just a simple black polo. I'm going to go as far as to say that because they are so versatile. Just under blazers, a simple blazer, under your coats. It's limitless what you can wear these with. So do not make that mistake. Another 100% cashmere knit. I already own this in the roll neck high version, and I wear that all the time. In fact, when I was upstate about 3 weeks ago, I love the sleeve. Look how it's kind of wide. That's really cool. I thought it was really, really nice. And I see how it's got like this ribbing as well that runs through it. It's like this perforation. And I'm going to show you a style trick, which I do all the time, which is, and you lot know this, I wear things back to front. Ta-da! Super easy. This piece, I already know this is going to work really well because I wear the roll neck version. Don't make the mistake. Do not get pieces that do not go with each other. Like a capsule, so that every day is easy to get dressed. Oh, I'll just grab that jumper and I'll pull it with those trousers. Oh, I'll just grab that red knit with that wool merino skirt. Always wanted to have a matching kind of lounging around the house, but also kind of smart enough I could wear it for travel as well. Best part, because it's a hoodie, right? But the best part is the hoodie is detachable. So I can just wear it as like a normal crew neck. Of course, wide leg. It has this finely knit pattern that creates this texture, but it's good for sensitive skin. So it helps with reduced pilling. Now, who's still making that mistake of getting sweaters that is itchy on your skin and it just lasts? That's the whole point. It lasts you. This is a theme that I'm saying, if you notice, throughout several videos. And I have 2 codes for you. 20% off everything Lily Silk. Okay, so across the site. Karen B20. I'll leave it on the screen. You get 25% off if you spend anything that's $480 and up. I know a lot of you have seen these videos when I make for Lily Silk. Do not make this your one mistake where you do not try one thing. I've put my sizes as well so you can guess what size is best for you. I'm going to tell you the rest of the style mistakes. I do not want to see any of you making this fall. This style mistake I have mentioned before in another video, but I have to put it in this one because it's such a good one. I made the same mistake, and I actually told you about this mistake, and I turned around and effing did it myself. Shall I show it to you? I'm going to show it to you right now. Stay there. Hopefully you're going to know. Did I lick? Yeah, it's still, yeah. You know on the back when you buy a jacket or a coat, and you know at the back, the vent, how it has that thread that forms an X, you're not supposed to leave that on. You're supposed to cut that off when you get home. The amount of people I've seen walking down the street in front of me and they have this bloody X marks the spot on the back of their jackets and the back of their coat, and it looks really bad because you can't see yourself from behind, but I can, and everyone else. And then when you're walking, it makes this weird awkward gap above it, so it's kind of doing this like, save me. It's still on it. Karen, you absolute plonker. It's closed. See how my hand can go through? I haven't taken it off. This has to come off. I know there were people who saw me from the back. And I left the bloody thing on. I can't believe it. Take the X off. Stop leaving them on. Leaving it right there so I remember. Forever style mistake. Because so many of us buy our... Actually... Oh, hang on. Yeah, this is all right. You know, I was checking. When you're buying blazers, when you're buying coats, jackets, any jacket, you left the X on that Karen told you about. Please check the back. Another style mistake, which is kind of year round, but please steam your knits before you go out. I know that our knits have been sitting very nicely for months on end in our wardrobes, in our drawers most likely, and they haven't seen the light of day until now. And you just put it out, you're like, oh yeah, it's good. And you put it on and it's got the crease lines of wherever you had it folded. Just run a steamer over it really quickly. I know you think, oh, what the oh, it will just fall out over time as I'm walking down the street. No, take it out because it just looks creased. And I've made this mistake too. So I'm no angel over here. I am telling you things that I've made the mistake of doing as well. But it's a little extra step. It's a bit like people who, well, it's not the same, but it's like people who steam their bed sheets just so they take all the creases out. That's how it is with your knits as well. Some of them, especially the thinner ones, if you've left them for a long time sitting in your drawer, it's going to do that. And please, God forbid, do not tell me you're hanging them. If anyone, this is another style mistake, which is like a forever. I'm sorry, I'm almost like getting hives thinking about it. But if anybody still, to this day, hangs their jumpers, put your hand up. Leave a comment below if you, I want to see who is going to be honest enough to leave a comment and tell me who is hanging their jumpers. I mean sweaters when I say that. Comment below if you do. I'm not going to come after you. I'm actually going to be glad that you decided to just be honest. You know, maybe you have a wardrobe space where it just is more conducive to hang them. I don't see why, because you will find everybody must have a shelf. Create a shelf. If you haven't got a shelf, make a shelf. Find a shelf. You will find a shelf. I will come over to your home and I will find a shelf. I'll go, look, you didn't need to hang them there. You could have put them right there. What is that in my pocket? What is that? Oh my God. I won't believe what's just in my pocket. Sorry, this is like a side note. This is the hotel that I stayed at for Paris for Fashion Week. That's the door key. I swear I'm collecting flipping hotel door keys. I'm always finding them. I could literally play cards with the amount of door keys that I have. Sorry, I'm going off on a tangent. Knits. Please fold them and put them in a drawer. It will be so, so much better. And if you insist that you have to hang them, put them on these type of hangers. I will show you. Is it here? Where is it? I'm going to show you. Hold on, stay. This is for those of you who insist, who are like, you know what, nah. Sorry, Karen, can't do it. I'm going to hang it. Do it on, but I picked these up from IKEA. This is a normal hanger, and then you can just add these on top, and it creates the silhouette of the more expensive, like wooden type hangers, or yeah, of the wooden hangers that have the rounded shoulder line for coats. It basically creates like a coat hanger for you. So these are really good. So if you don't have one of these, please do get them. They will be also in the description box. My description box is going to be full of goodies for you lot. Even with jackets and with coats, don't put them on like thinner hangers. Put them on something that's substantial, like that jacket I just took off, the Jacquemus. I love that jacket, and I want to protect the shoulder line of it because I love a good power shoulder. And so I'm not going to let it sort of like droop on like a normal hanger, which this is. I would rather, and because I didn't have one, put it on a coat silhouette hanger, and this creates that silhouette easy for you without you having to buy. And you can obviously just completely remove it. If you're not already getting one of these and you're hanging on a normal hanger your coats and your jackets, Another mistake. That's not a steak, it's a mistake. So you're very welcome. Socks and tights. Now, this is an area that, especially socks, you're either a great sock, like I have to be honest, self-confessed, I don't wear socks that much, but I'm planning to start getting into wearing them because I just think they kind of complete certain looks. And just be careful to not wear the wrong sock with your loafer or your shoe. For example, this is just personal preference. The neutrals, white, black, maybe like an oatmeal, like a charcoal gray. Those colors look eternally effortless when you wear them. Here I go with like the windscreen wiper type. Oh, it's like I'm guiding a plane. I think those are the colors that to me feel the most effortless and the most timeless with what you are wearing. There are moments though where I think like a pop of a color in your sock really does help your outfit. Be careful that you're not just doing like a mishmash of any old sock, any kind of tight. Next mistake I see during the fall, watch the length. If you want to do a cropped trouser or a cropped jean, just watch the length of how it's cropped. Ideally, you want it so it's just above your ankle, right? That's the ideal length. If it starts to get too short, then it starts to look unintentional, off. So just be careful of where that cropped length is. It should be so that when you're standing, don't look down, because when you look down, it kind of artificially tells you what the length is of that jean or that pant. Make sure that when you're standing straight and you turn sideways and you're just looking at a mirror, what is that length right now? And it should be cropped so that you see your ankle bone. You know that knob on the side? Make sure that is showing. The main point is that you can see your ankle bone, and that's really a nice soft spot. I cannot say enough about these Levi's. I think they're so cool. 505s. I love them just the way they are. They're fun enough so I could wear them just there as they are, or I could wear them with a fun sock. Just this length. This is so the season of being able to wear like all our loafers, like all of these, all of our brogues, all of these things. Oh. This is why we have fashion. This is why we have people like me. We love it, right? We love all our stuff. It's the joy. I'm sorry, but I am never going to stop loving this. I'm so fortunate that I can express what I love to do and not feel embarrassed or ashamed. Or this is so. I tell you, I'm reveling in being able to do all this for a living. But you lot love it too, because you lot are into it. Because when I meet you on the streets, you say exactly the same thing about yourself, about how much you love it, and I love it too. I think the point I was trying to make here, God, it's like I'm getting on a speech or something, was I love the fact that right now, when you're wearing like cropped jeans, I can wear all my loafers with it. It looks so freaking badass because I've got wide-legged jeans and I love them, but I can't see my shoes and I want to be able to see these shoes. So it's really important, you know, for fashion girl lovers, shoe lovers, if you want that to show, then make sure you've creamed your feet. But make sure that you've got that right cropped length. Oh, this is something that I have actually been guilty of. This has happened to me, but I try to avoid it as much as I can, which is a style mistake of not wearing the right length coat with what is underneath it, especially if it's a skirt or a dress. Always, if you can, make sure that that coat that you invest in is always longer than what it's covering underneath, because it just looks and just reads as so much more chic. And then when you're walking, you just have that flash of that dress that you've got underneath it or that skirt you've got underneath it. But make sure, if you can, I personally am into like the longer the coat or trench, the better. I just love that look. I love when it's super long. Hold on. I showed this to you earlier because I was wearing it, but this is a trench that I have. My amazing Dior trench. Love that thing. I just wish it was a little bit longer. That's the one thing I will say about it. And I think that's the one thing that stops me reaching for it all the time, is because when I wear dresses, the dresses are usually way longer than it is. But I just love how long this one is. And if I could get one that was slightly longer, I would do it. Talking about the trenches, I just think it just looks so much, especially my height. I'm 5'7", but I just love that look. And don't think that because you're shorter, which is actually, this is the next style mistake, thinking because you are on the shorter side that you can't wear oversized things, because you can. And that's something I hear people say to me a lot, which is, Karen, well, you can wear it because you're tall. There are those who are shorter and they embrace that and still wear oversized cuts. Brittany Bathgate, sorry, she's a content creator. I'm saying sorry because I'm putting her on blast, from England. She's on the shorter side and she wears it so well. I don't even need to talk about Mary Kay and Olsen. They don't give a flying F. So I've actually seen them in person, and they wear oversized and it looks great. So I think it's really about you having that confidence to wear the pieces that you have and not feeling like, oh, but that looks too, oh, it's too. It might not be. It might be absolutely fine. I think the main thing you need to see is if you love that look personally and you're on a shorter side and you think it's drowning you, take it to the tailor and just hem it a little bit, right? You don't have to have it dragging down by your ankles. I'm not saying that. If you want it to hover around your calf, just take it to the tailor and they will do it for you. Your tailor is going to be your best mate. Thinking, I can't wear that because, and that's a style mistake. I should never have bought that. Don't do that. Always rethink what you're wearing and don't think that you're making a mistake because of your size, your height. You're not. And I don't want people to think that, because fashion is there to be loved and enjoyed. And I think everyone can enjoy it. I don't care what size you are, what height you are, whether you're short, whether you're tall, whether you're, you know what I mean. You can wear it. You can wear it. You tweak it in some way, shape or form, but you can wear it. Another style mistake that I see in the fall is wearing your things out of season, but in a way that looks strange. Because I say because I know that I talk about wearing certain things out of the season, like opposite seasons, and it works. Sometimes it doesn't. There is a fine line. And when you see someone walking down the street, it's starting to finally get cooler in New York. And, you know, they're wearing a t-shirt, a cotton skirt, and they're wearing open-toed shoes. Listen, you do you. But sometimes it just looks off. You know? Just switch out the open-toed shoes or sandals to a closed toe, a ballet flat, a plimsoll, a sneaker, a brogue, an ankle boot. You could just rotate any of those shoes I just said with that same thing, because it just looks strange when you're wearing the wrong pieces for the wrong season. Could be a trench and you have a ballet flat on. I don't see anything wrong with that. I think that actually looks really chic, because 90% of what you have on is just so perfect for the fall. And you just got that one thing, and it's a closed toe as well, and it's a flat. And as long as it's in a neutral kind of colour, then it's going to work. If it's in like a really bright colour, then it may look a little off, like it's in a bright yellow or something. But bonus points if it's in like a fabric, like a tweed or something like that, then it looks even more appropriate to wear that shoe or that flat in this season. So just keep in mind to not wear the summery things and drag them into the fall, because it can look a bit odd. And the same thing when you're kind of like forward wearing things now. So for winter, if it's not that cold and you see someone wearing moon boots, I mean really exaggerate, but it can read as like, you know, a little bit off. It's a mild day and you're wearing platform Uggs. It just can read, okay, I'm starting to sound a little bit, but you know what I'm trying to say. Just be careful to not wear what's obviously meant for one season and looks best in that season to wear it now, because sometimes it can read as a little bit off. This is the time of the year when I cannot tell you how good it is to be able to mix and play with all the colours of this season. The chocolate browns, the burgundies, the sapphire blues, the chili reds, the mustard colours, the greys, from dove grey to charcoal, beautiful hues, camel. You can start literally just breaststroking backwards throughout your wardrobe in so many of those pieces and just mix them together because they look so, so good. I think a simple way is to think about the color wheel and think about what it is in that color wheel that is your color. What is, and if you don't know what your color is, think about your skin tone. If you're blue on your veins, you tend to be skewing towards cooler colors. If you're green, you tend to be skewing more towards the warmer. If you're neither, you tend to be able to like bang ping pong between both. So think about that. And when you're wearing like colors, if you're not sure how to put your colors together, use that as your sort of your benchmark. And then after that, it really is just about thinking about, okay, so if I'm doing say like a neutral color and I want to wear something that's like a bright in it, maybe I could just wear that in the accessory. And that is how you get that bright color versus committing to a bright marigold yellow coat. Yes, it's beautiful and you got it for like 50% off in the Black Friday sales, but you're not going to wear it again because you couldn't figure out how to wear that color. But if you get that color in a much smaller dose, maybe it's a bag. That's usually the easiest way, right? You know, because you love that color anyway. Get it in a smaller version of itself, and that way you can take Bambi steps into seeing how you can style it versus committing to something massive, because then it's just not going to work. Oh my God, I almost forgot to mention this one. Oh, I can't believe it. I'm going to say this is a style mistake because this is my channel and this is one thing I've talked about so much on my channel. Your fashion mistake this season is to not go to the men's section. If you have not done that yet, shame on you. I'm sorry. If you've not done it yet, I mean that. Please get your asses to the men's section if you haven't already. I've talked about this for about a decade, if not longer, because it's something I've been doing for longer than a decade. Before people were talking about it, I was doing it. You're looking for that single-breasted coat or double-breasted coat that fits well, has a boxy, clean shoulder. You know where you're going to get that? You're going to get that over there in the men's section. You're not going to find, you might find in the women's section. I'm not going to say you're not. I'm not going to lie and say you're not. Check. I mean, you're there anyway. Look. Walk over there and look at what they've got for men. I'm actually thinking about it right now. I shouldn't because I'm in the middle of purging, so I shouldn't be thinking about doing that. That's where you're going to find the killer coats. Your full mistake for styling yourself is not going there yet. And I mean that in every sense of the word. You literally did not go to the men's section yet. You didn't look at the blazers that they've got and how cool they hang, right? In that kind of like boxy vibe. You didn't look. You didn't see how they've got all the neutral colors lined up beautifully for you. You didn't, did you? You didn't see the fact that for men, they have inside pockets because this is a women's trench. I know it is because there's no flipping pocket on the inside like the men's have. Because when you try on those men's blazers and coats, yes, I'm telling you off now, you're going to put it on and you're going to go, oh, this is so good. Oh, my God, it's got a pocket. Yes, because they give them to the men. They don't do it for us. We need to start a protest. We need to start a protest. I was talking about the fact that we need the inside pockets too. Right? Because we do. That rhymed. Why do I always rhyme? Anyway, that is your style mistake that you haven't checked out the men's section. Gonna go. I could go on. There's more. I could do a part 2 because I feel like there's so many more. I love you and leave you. Do not forget the Lily Silk codes, 20% and 25% off. I'll leave them on the screen for you. The links are in the description box. All the sizes I wear. I will see you next week, Friday. TikTok and Instagram between now and then. And please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed watching this video, and subscribe to my channel if you have not already, so that way you can always catch my videos that are coming up. All right, so I'll see you next week.